Okay, welcome back to my channel. Guess where I'm at, guys? I'm at the Trinity Church, Baltimore. Edgar Allan Poe. We're going there right now. Stay tuned. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you would. So second time, actually third time I've been here in my life, but the first time I came here, I didn't have this channel. But here it is, folks, right here. Edgar Allan Poe. For all you fans out there, which I'm also a fan of Edgar Allan Poe, this is his gravesite right here. And there's many other prominent people buried here too. People from the Star Spangled Banner who helped write the Star Spangled Banner. Anyway, I'm gonna walk around the whole church. I came out here about a month ago and it was closed. So the website doesn't really tell you. So here it is, Virginia Glenn Poe, born August 15, 1822, died January 30, 1847, is also buried here. Of course, here is the famous Edgar Allan Poe, born January 20th, 1809, died October 7th, 1849. So also what I'm going to do is do a part 2 with the history of Edgar Allan Poe, and then of course Maria Poe Clem, born. I just got over COVID, folks, so please forgive me. So it's been like 11 days ago I had COVID, so I'm kind of a little brain foggy here a little bit too. So March 17th, 1790, died February the 16th, 1871. Look at this, somebody left a little book. Yeah, that's a little book here. I don't know why. The Eve of Our Generation, it's called. So, as you know, the history, when he was buried here originally, he didn't even have a headstone. So I'm going to get into all the detail in part 2. But right now, part 1. This memorial. Okay, so a la Memoria d'Edgar Allan Poe. This looks like it's French. Yeah, it is French. Okay, so this memorial originally in brass was bought from France by Count F.D. Byron Kun, E.T. Prince Edward, under the auspices of the French Literary Society, and placed here in the presence of the French consular, Mr. L. Rablin, June the 25th, 1921. Yeah, so 1921. So he didn't even have a head, so he had nothing. So in 1921, the French guy, the French consul, yeah, 89, okay, so anyway, yeah, he bought this plaque to have put on here, and interestingly, the train crashed, and then the plaque was lost. And then maybe it was found, but so I'll have to do research on that. So a monument, so I mean, it was nothing but bad luck for Mr. Poe. A monument to the memory of Edgar Allan Poe. My idea on designing this monument was to produce something simple, chaste, and dignified, and strike more by graceful outlines and proportion than by crowding with unmeaning ornament. George A. Frederick, 1874. The November 1875 unveiling of the Pope Monument accumulated a 10-year effort to memorialize Baltimore's beloved adopted son, designed by architect George A. Frederick, best known for Baltimore City Hall. The marble tomb quickly became a popular destination and remains today a shrine for Edgar Allan Poe devotees from across the globe. The remains of Virginia Poe's wife and cousin, who died in 1847 in New York, and Marie Clem Poe, mother-in-law and aunt, who died in Baltimore 1871, were moved here in 1885. Their names were added to the monument in 1977. So here's a picture of the unveiling. Yeah, he was buried here for years with nothing. So it was a crime, if you ask me. But now everything was set right. Sarah S. Wright had the honor of unveiling the Poe Monument. Rice, a British native and beloved teacher at neighboring Western female high school, spent 10 years raising money by organizing literary benefits and soliciting local school children through a penny campaign. So I'll definitely take pictures of this too. Many men of letters were there, but chief and fittest for the hour was Walt Whitman, the living poet of America. His grand physique is not often seen in a lifetime. Today, his tottering steps, his snowy beard mingled with locks long and white. His kindly face was photographed for life upon the memory of hundreds who with him stood around the grave of Edgar Allan Poe. It's Italian marble. So instead of me reading everything, because that will take up too much time, I want to spend the time walking around the church, the Trinity Church here, and showing you folks what's all here. So here's another placard, and like I said, what I'll do is I will take pictures, put them into this to this video so you can read up on it. So yeah, so there is quite a history here. And there's Watson family. Also, and who is this? This is Robert Watson, died 1821. Okay, so look at this, folks. This is really, really cool. Very old church here in Baltimore. Just to warn you guys, if you come down here, you must pay for parking. It's not so bad. It's $1.25 an hour right now as this video. Look at this. Mary A. Prentice. Look at this. This is really cool, folks. Look at the, and then underneath here, under the church, and it looks like obviously that might have been built later. This little, no, maybe not. It's hard to tell, really. But look at that. Very small church. I mean, the church isn't so small. Look at it. There's headstones back there. Oh, there is also another. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, and that the lid is off. That's a gravestone, a grave burial right there, and the top is the top is moved. The McDowells of Baltimore. Like, you had to be somebody pretty famous, first of all, to be buried here. You had to be somebody important. Again, the yard of the church is very small. Let's go back to this real quick. Let me see. Oh, look at that, folks. I mean, it's cracked in half. The top of the headstone, I mean, of the burial place is cracked in half, and I can assure you the skeleton remains are in there. And we can't get in there. Look at this. Who's this? DeRoy Coulter, it looks like. 1770, guys. Look at that. Look at that. So here's the front of the church. So the church is kind of big, but the yard is very small. Look at here, and this is the front. Here's I will picture all this, add all these pictures here, so you can take your time to read everything. I don't know the oldest. That looks like 1829. I don't know the first and oldest burial here. Sophie Anderson. Pretty amazing, folks. There's so much history all around us on the East Coast, well, everywhere in the United States that, you know, a lot of us just don't understand, or you know, we don't take time. Westminster Hall entrance. Okay, did I call? Hope I didn't give this. Anyway, like I said, I just got over COVID, so I wanted to come here earlier, but I was way too sick. I survived it. Henry Payson. There's another one. Well, maybe, yeah, this is, there's no name written on this. I'm not sure if that might not be a burial place, I don't know. But even, like I said, even under the church, look at this. There's, no, that might be a construction thing. And that looks like it's, I don't know what that is, but here's David Harris, died 1844, born 1770. I don't know what this is, folks. It might be a burial thing, but maybe it's some kind of ventilation. I'm not sure. We'll go on the other side of it. Look at this. You can see, oh yeah, that looks like that was a sarcophagus too, or is. Oh yeah, it is. I can see letters written on that stone, probably completely taken over by earth. Look at this. Pretty wild, huh? EC. That's all it says on here is EC. Looks like 1889. Wow, really cool. Really, really cool. Like I said, let's see if the door is open. I doubt it. But let's see if the door is open. I've never been inside the church. Nope, locked. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do another walk around Edgar Allan Poe's burial place too. But this place is so interesting. I got to show you the whole grounds of this church here in the burial. So. Look at this. This is really cool. Old iron. It looks like an iron gate. There's more. I don't think anybody's buried here, but yeah. And I wonder if anybody's buried in the church. Look at this old sarcophagus here. Really cool. So yeah, so you had to be, I guess, you had to really be somebody important here. Again, I'm going to take, I'll take pictures of all this 18th century burying ground. Okay, so you guys can read up on it, anything you want. Somebody's still placing flowers here. Really cool. Yeah, this place is exciting. It has an energy to it. This place has an energy to it. Oh yeah, so what we saw underneath the church, a brick, it must be like family plots here. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I bet you the Young and the Davies families are buried here. That says closed to the public. Oh. Locked. Sorry guys, if I see a door I have to try. Look at this. Now that's interesting. Look at that. Yeah, I would love to get into this church one day, and of course people, assholes, scratch their names into it. That's just disrespectful. I don't go for stuff like that. I don't like to see that kind of stuff. We're all gonna face death sooner or later, and you know, we should be mindful of that and not disrespect others' burial places. They're sacred. Look at this though. Like I said, you can't even, most of these you can't even read anything on them. Just so cool though. Look at that. This is a very interesting, but look at this, almost completely buried. The headstones, barely above ground anymore. I could spend hours here. I could spend hours here, but unfortunately, most people don't have patience to watch my videos to do a whole hour. And you know, like I said, I want to keep doing this, folks. So I really do ask that you subscribe, because I don't know how much longer I can do this. 1840, the Gibson family, the Lorraines, Taylors. Look, I mean, this is just really, look at the lids on that. This is just really cool. All marble. This is all really old marble. Oh wow, and this was somebody here. What's the name on this? Looks like Caft. Looks like it. Yeah, Caft. K-A-P-F-F. I'm gonna take pictures, folks, so don't worry. I'll take pictures of everything, of all the placards. I'm not gonna spend the time to read them. Parking is very hard here, and I really don't want to run back to pay for another hour of parking if I can help it. And you will get a ticket here, believe me. They will write you up. The city, every city I've ever been to, of course, you know, they make money on parking tickets and all the speed cameras and everything. Yeah, so that is so cool. James Henry. Like I said, this one of these Star Spangled Banner people, James Henry, Irish-born founding father. Look at that. Okay, so, you know, yeah, here it is, Fort McHenry. This is the guy, eyewitness to history. Okay, we're gonna, and if I have to come back here again to do another one, I will, because there's so much more history here than I realize. Like I said, I've been here this is my third time in life. The second time I came out here, second time I came out here, there was, I couldn't get in, everything was locked up. Came out here to shoot the video. National leader. Like I said, I think I have to come back out here. American Revolutionary soldier here, look at that. Samuel Smith. Wow. War of 1812. Also, look at this. Look at that. I mean, is that cool or what? I mean, it's just I got this fascination about these old graveyards. I mean, it's not just that. It's also it's the history, you know. Like for me, it's the history. A beloved general. Stricker. Sorry. Look at this old esophagus here. I mean, it's just like torrents. Yeah, it's the history, folks. It's the history. Man, a lot of people just don't realize how much history is out here until you go out there and you start investigating. And then to see it, to see the remnants of it, you know. These are very historic figures buried out here. I mean, they must have did this maybe for Halloween or what? I don't know. Maybe it was just some type of old tree that blossomed already and it's falling apart now. Yeah, folks. I think I'll have to come out here and, well, I'm gonna do a part 2 of I already did like a ton of homework on Edgar Allan Poe. Of course, everybody knows, mostly everybody knows who Edgar Allan Poe is, but I did a lot of got a lot of historical facts, and I wanted to come out here. Then I got COVID, and then it's also spitting out here. It's raining a little bit, so then I decided that I had to come out here. Feeling much better now, recovered. Of course, I'm still a little tired and weak, but anyway, bottom line is, so I'll do a part 2 with all the historical facts if anybody's interested in it, and it'll be a long video, maybe a half hour, 45-minute video. I'm sure there's more burials in there, but look at these. Robert Smith, look at this. Wow. Monumental Lives. It's just William Smith. This is just so cool, folks. This is just so cool to me. Look at this. Wow. Like I said, I haven't been out here in a long time. Well, a month ago. I couldn't walk around now, so look, it's this fame, fortune, and financial scandal. U.S. Supreme Court. It's just incredible. Look at all this. Wow, look at that. The faces are still on there in this esophagus. The carvings. So also, if you see my other videos, I've been in construction my whole life, so I really appreciate the craftsmanship that went into merchant, a swashbuckling merchant. Oh my God. Yeah, there's so many interesting characters buried here, people. So many. Henry Dixon dolls. Wow. I mean, it's just you can't do it all in one video, but this is so cool. And this is in the very back of the church. Look at that. Wow. It's just absolutely incredible. I mean, the history. Oh my God, look at this. Wow. A mother's grief. Yeah, so here's the other backside. I thought there was some kind of vent system on the other side, but no, it's not. It's a burial. Diebler. Just incredible. Just incredible. I just, just can't get over this. Here's, of course, the back of the church side of, and this rain is starting to pick up a little bit. So yeah, folks, I will do a second video, well, a third video, because I got to do a second video of Edgar Allan Poe, the history of him, because I did this whole research thing, and I want to put it all together with pictures, but because I got sick, I couldn't do it. And so then I got in a rush to come out here because I really wanted to come out here and shoot this video before I left Maryland. Just incredible. Really just incredible. I don't even know what's back here. Oh, just some back steps. Okay. We have busy lives, and let's see if we can read a name on this. It looks like it's in French. I can't read the name. Yeah, so, oh, there's some old headstones right there. Look at that. Oh my God, yeah, there's writing on there, 1793 it looks like. And I guess it's 2 headstones. I'm not sure. Just amazing though. Absolutely amazing, folks. So yeah, if you guys, decide to visit Baltimore, look at, it's very small yard, you can see that, but you turn a corner and then you find more stuff. It's just amazing. So if you guys decide to visit Baltimore, stay and get in a hotel, and oh, there's a forgotten headstone over here. Look at that, underneath the stairs here. I mean, this might even be more that we just don't see, And I see some numbers on it. It's for a small little church, it has a lot of history here. What does this say? Georgiana Hollins. Cumberland Duggan. 1841. I mean, it's just incredible. It looks like there's headstones under there. It's hard to tell. And somebody ripped off the placard here. David Poe, what's this say? Oh, look at it. And grandfather of Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, look at this. This, I didn't see this before. Never. Burial place of David Poe, Senior, patriot, and grandfather of Edgar Allan Poe. Look at that. Died in Baltimore, 1746. Look at that, folks. See? If you don't take the time and walk around, wow. Incredible. Just incredible. Whoa, what's this here? Original. Oh, here we go, folks. This is the original burial place of Edgar Allan Poe from okay. This is the original that I've seen pictures of before. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so here's the original spot, and then they moved him to the front when they had when they buried everybody, his wife and okay, so Edgar Allan Poe from October 9th, 1849 until November 17th, 1875. Miss Marie Glemm, his mother-in-law, lies upon his right, and Virginia Poe, his wife, upon his left, under the monument erected to him in this cemetery. Wow. Okay, so that's the original spot. So they, you know, again, they moved them to the front of the church. So this is the original spot, and his mother-in-law and his wife were buried here next to him. And then they said they moved all of them over to the new place. Look at this, underground. Just incredible. Look at this. This is just falling apart. Wow, Duncan. Yeah, if you can hear it in my voice, I feel like I'm still under the weather, but it might be, I might have a cold now. It's hard to tell, but I tested negative, so that's why I'm out and about. There's another one right here. Look at this, writing brown, right? And that is Pennell. Oh, here's Pennell. Okay. Yeah, absolutely incredible, folks. Here's some more over here we didn't really check out. There's some more on the ground right in front. It's just, yeah, so that door must have rotted off and they bricked it up. Wow, this is incredible. Headstones everywhere. Mary McClellan. Just incredible. Believe it or not, raised slabs, I gotta read this real quick. Raised slabs mark a number of grave sites at Westminster, but none has garnered as much attention as this one. Once the subject of Ripley's Believe It or Not, this gravity-defying piece of marble continues to fascinate. This slab was originally part of a lot belonging to William Matthews, 1753-1819, a merchant and Revolutionary War veteran. Look at that. So this was in Ripley's Believe It or Not. That is amazing. Oh, you know what? I made a faux a big faux pas. I called this the Trinity Church. I'm sorry. In the beginning, it's the Westminster Church. I was just looking at one of my old videos at the Trinity Church. Another site I did. So please forgive me, folks. I'm not even going to try to edit it out. I'm still still weak. I got COVID like 12 days ago, and it left me very, very weak and absent-minded and everything. So yeah, COVID is a serious thing. I can tell you by experience now. I think it's the second time I had it too. First time I believed that I had it, couldn't prove it. I was so sick that they didn't even have the test in back then. So when it first came out, and I got very, very sick. But again, like I said, I can't prove it. But look at this. Look at this headstone. December 1794. Wow. See, you know, this is, like I said, this is very old church, historic church. Westminster. I'm going to correct myself. I called it the Trinity. It's Westminster. Oh, and here's a headstone too, but just a piece of it. Look at this one. It just says CD on it. Yeah. So anyway, so like I said, I don't know how much longer I can do this, folks. So please please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you would. So I'm going to stop the video. Let me see. Hold on. Oh yeah, we already went through that way. And then I'm going to walk around and take pictures of everything. So yeah, just don't hate me. Don't get angry at me for calling this the Trinity Church. I apologize. Like I said, just getting over COVID and everything it wasn't fun. Trust me. I've had different afflictions in my life, and I had even Lyme disease one time, and kind of felt like Lyme disease is what I had. So, but but the test proved it wasn't Lyme disease. Okay, so there's people here. So, all right, I'm going to turn off the video and I'm going to start taking pictures, and I add the pictures in there. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the like button if you would. And that's it. I'll keep trying to do this, folks. Look at this. I just can't get over the church and the history here. That's it. Thank you, folks, for watching. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back to Edgar Allan Poe here. We got other visitors here. Try to let them. Still waiting. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Very cool. Okay, let's go back here and then.
Did you flip it around?
Yeah.
Are we anywhere?
Edgar Allan Poe. Virginia. Maria. Of course, Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, so if you don't know much about Edgar Allan Poe, you should look him up and wait for my other video when I produce it, bring it out, because fascinating life. He's mostly poor his whole life, but he's also a very historical figure, obviously. And the surroundings of it, and I forgot to mention that his house is not is out here. One of the houses that he lived in was out here, which I visited. It's a museum now, but I might include that in my next video also. All right, thanks, folks. Thanks for watching, but keep it up, because I'm going to also have the pictures right after this video.